This is the 4th time I've been on one of your extended writing retreats, and they just get better each time. I find I'm making another step up, or at least I think I'm making another step up. It might be entirely subjective evaluation, but I feel profoundly rewarded each time, and it's just so wonderful. It's so wonderful to be here, so be able to sink into the place you take us. It really is.
Just to get it to happen freely and to feel that what I've written is important and it's part of me rather than something I've imposed.
Do you think you're an imaginative person that's sort of longing to get out?
Yes, I feel like there's something inside me that wants to get out, and I feel it's been stifled for a long, long time.
I think there's something in the creativity side that is blocking all the time, blocking the final, getting it on paper thing. So basically I'm hoping to be able to get past that.
It's a whole new arena for me because I've never attempted to write fiction before, and I've come from a very bureaucratic history.
I'm a creative person anyway, but this time I think you're going to go again looking at things that I've never done before, searching for something that I may be aware of but don't know how to access it. And the rest
Things like how to create characters, how to create suspense in a story, which I didn't have a clue about. That's going to be really important to me, I think.
My concern at the time was, when I first started writing a long time ago, was where do you start? And how do you end? But now I realise you just write. It's like start anywhere. Start anywhere, yeah. So I feel comfortable about that now.
We start now the last one, right?
Yeah.
Careful, Bill.
Clear. Rio. Rio.
It's just one.
The loose construing and the loving the mind, that was a big breakthrough, I think. To be able to write from a prompt, not knowing what the prompt might be.
Okay? Yes. 1, 2, 3 again. Yes. 1, 2, 3.
At first I thought, where's this leading to? I'd had all these pieces of paper, cutting them up, not knowing how they'll fit together, and eventually, with enough jiggling and cutting and pasting, thinking, it all fitted together. So I think it came down to what you were teaching us about lulling the mind and loose construing. I think that was, if I went into that, I didn't panic about the pieces of paper that I was spreading all over the room.
I wake to find the silver ship upon the silver seas, slipping by the shoulder of the surly Peloponnese. She sails towards the rumoured sun, mists follow in her wake. She charts the course of ancient myths that girls and dreamers take. And from the bank of fog behind, a freighter eases through. Her paint is dark, her lights are dim. What dreams does she pursue? The stuff of dreams will not be found on actuarial scales. They have no shape, they have no heft. They count no coin in sales. But dreams and seagulls streak the dawn, tease the day awake. For love and dreams that die unborn, mine is the heart will break.
The undulating misty grey silhouette of the Peloponnese is barely visible, like a puppet behind a curtain, waiting for its strings to be pulled. A woman with a red and white trimmed umbrella walks along the water's edge of the Grecian beach. She walks as if she's burdened. She's holding one silver hand. She's wearing bright red lipstick and dressed as though she'd been to a party.
Shall we turn back? He asks, as he notices they're nearing the end of the beach. Yes, she replies, trying not to sound too disappointed. He raises his left arm with its weathered ring-encrusted finger to brush a fly from his face. It is then that she notices how his flesh is bulging over the ring. It looks as if it is holding him prisoner.
Summer holidays and your small hands are in the rock pool, swirling the water round and round. The sparkles of tiny fish darting into crevices, your hands scooping up water and letting it fall. The special pebble, a pirate's treasure that you slipped into your pocket. The sea glittered in the sunlight and you lost your red bucket and spade. You stood in the wet sand while they bobbed on the waves, floating further away and never coming back. Dad bought you an old canoe, a wide flat thing you called the bathtub. The lake was clear and you spent hours watching the fishes shining like sardines. The sunset was magic, but you had to paddle home quickly to be in time for tea.
It was the most valuable piece of jewellery, this ruby red and emerald green glass stones. The brooch would return like this, without even a note attached. Was this to be a final message, where the star it was? I'd given it to my lover as a token of our closeness, and we'd been together for over a year, and it really looked like we'd been staying together. The brooch was a symbol, a sign that she had become part of the family. So it's just more than another gift for Alp Mini, but our parting somehow felt inevitable. Enigmatic, tall and slim, with the long flowing dresses and colourful silk scarves she wore, she seemed ethereal, always light on her feet, always ready for flight.
The east is on fire and we are the silhouette of disbelief. The Peloponnese, a strip of iron torn and careless from the night. A jagged blade cutting the tender sky. For a moment the light poles on the breakwater are wands of light beckoning tomorrow. Fire spreads across the underbelly of the sky. The incandescent sun rises into the cool breeze of morning, and the sea eagle casts his impossible line across the sun, and casts again, fishing the hearts of all of us, catching only the floating orange life jackets of those who didn't make it. The sun is thinking better of it. The breeze is growing colder.
I have a story. I'm amazed. I have a story. And I'm about to read it tonight, which is even better. And I'm confident about reading it tonight, thanks to you. It's brilliant. So I could almost have tears. It's been an incredible journey in the last 2.5 weeks.
So how did you find the course? Incredibly helpful. I just feel like I've learned so much, and
it's really built up my enthusiasm to go home and get writing again.
It began to unfold, and in the end I've ended up being very happy with what I've come up with, or what I've ended up with.
I thought I couldn't write fiction. That was beyond my creative scope. But to come away with a story, which is not too bad, is quite surprising and gratifying, really.
It was my second year of writing poetry, and I was a bit braver, I suppose. I went out a bit further into the ocean. Yeah. You know, what I like is that you push us into the space where writing happens, and it's, if you've got a busy life, it's hard to push yourself there sometimes.